So, I'm not the type of person to regularly notice this kind of thing, right? But I have noticed that in London, everybody is really well dressed. I mean, here's me with my bomber jacket, right? My joggers. I don't know if you can see that. Let me take my joggers and my trainers on, and my hat. You know what I mean? Because I like to wear a hat, keep my head warm, right? But I'm the only one that I've seen wearing a pair of joggers. Everybody is so well dressed, and I think it's the type of area in London that I'm actually in. Possibly because I'm in quite a lucrative area, everybody is so well dressed, and everybody's walking past in their brown shoes and their trousers and like looking really well dressed, you know. Like that guy, he looks stylish, he looks good, But me, I look terrible, But I don't ever really dress like that, Like I do occasionally if I'm going out somewhere, But everybody just seems to dress like that on a normal day here. They don't really seem to be dressed in any particular way, you know, like they feel comfortable. I mean, I feel comfortable in my joggers and my bomber jacket, because I'm warm, and it's loose fitting as well. So see, like when you're out, sightseeing and stuff like that, it's comfortable. But everybody is so well dressed in London. I really have noticed that. Although I can see a guy that's after my own heart. He's got the same hat as me. It's a Ted Baker hat. Just want to get that across. I do wear some stylish brands every so often, but he's got a Ted Baker hat on, and I've got a Ted Baker hat on. You can spot them a mile out. Oh, there's a bit of an argument going on here. St James's Square, and there is an argument. Oh my goodness. Don't really know what's going on down here. Let me turn the camera around. So these guys, there was a lot of beeping and a lot of kind of arguments going on. I don't know if this guy is actually trying to park in these bays, which I think are actually reserved for these workmen. So these bays on this side I think are all reserved for these workmen because they're all work vans that's in there. And I think he's saying, look, you can't park there because these are reserved for the workmen. But there was some serious beeping going on. St James's Square, all the drama happening here. What's he doing? Looks like he's just standing there talking to somebody. It is quite a fancy car, to be fair. It's a BMW, no, it's a Mercedes, an electric Mercedes. And this car here, I don't know if you can see this, right? But this is actually a car of the consulate. So the consulate, the Cypriot consulate, this is the car for the consulate. I probably shouldn't be filming it, but hey ho. And there's a big Union Jack flag up there, as you can see, flying away. Lovely to see. I'm not a unionist, but I do take pride in my nation. And here is a house called, and I have heard of this, I've seen this house on the news, this Chattenham House, something to do with international affairs. That flag there, that's something to do with international affairs. It's a government house, that. And this place here, this place is, it says the Countess of Lovelace, and I've heard that name before, and I think he's historic. It says pioneer of computer. Oh, pioneer of computing lived here. You know what I mean? So I'm guessing, like, somebody who created computers or some kind of computers. Do you know what? Oh, was that the guy that broke the Enigma? He created a computer to break the Enigma code. I'm going to need to look that up. But this is the building here. Look at that. Fantastic looking, isn't it? The Countess of Lovelace. So I'm going to look that up to make sure that that is actually who that is, because I'm not very good with my history and computing and stuff like that, but I do know that there was a guy that created a computer during World War II to break the Enigma machine. Could be something to do with that. So I was wrong. It's got nothing to do with the person who broke the Enigma code. and everything to do with calculation. It was actually a really long time ago. Was there a date on that? No, there's no date on that sign, right? But the Countess of Lovelace was involved in the creation of the very first calculator. Now, it wasn't like an electronic calculator like we know today. It was more like a mechanical calculator, but that's a bit of history right there. A calculator, the very first calculator. Brilliant. And do you know what? It's just a coincidence that I'm actually standing here outside the Cypriot Embassy and I've spotted that plaque on the wall. And now I know who she is. So see, whenever I'm in a pub quiz, I'm going to know the answer to that.